This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Attitash Mountain Village. Book your stay directly through the link on our homepage, onedegreeoutside.com. Hi, Matt Noyes, Sunday Evening Essentials. Looking out at a week that we know the winter air will continue to be with us through. The question is, do you get enough moisture to snow at all? Next chance for many of us maybe on Saturday, and we'll get to that here in a second. Notice it's chilly for tonight. There's a period of clearing for a while. Then after midnight, the clouds will fill back in. The feels-like forecast, the impact on the body, it's going to be cold these next few days. Actually, tomorrow's the best of it, and it feels like the teens. Tuesday feels like about 10, and Wednesday feels like the single digits all day. The reason for that, well, you can see it right there. It's the wind. The wind is going to kick on Tuesday and Wednesday. Gusts that will go to 40, maybe a little bit higher than that. And that certainly adds the wind chill factor. And that's going to be on the north side and back side of the storm that's coming across the mid-Atlantic. This is right now. It's already laid out. So, I mean, it's moving east and it's going to fill in through the mid-Atlantic. Good snowstorm by mid-Atlantic standards here. We miss it. We're too much into the cold and dry air. But that doesn't mean we don't get any snow. And what I mean by that is the northern Green Mountains and the northwest-facing slopes of the Presidentials and Whites will get what we call upslope snow. And if you live in northern New England or you love to ski, you know all about it. When the wind pushes up against the mountain faces, it creates these bursts of snow. We expect that to really start up in earnest after midnight Monday night, be with us Tuesday and Wednesday, while the rest of us are windy and cold and dry. Then the next storm is going to be where high pressure is breaking down. Low pressure will take its place across the southern United States toward the end of the week. This is the one that would give us a chance anyway of some snow on Saturday, and that's when we'll be watching. A little bit more on that coming up in a minute. In the meantime, it's classic New England. I'll look someplace else where it's snowing and say, what are they getting down there? So here's the answer. Mid-Atlantic, big stripe of purple. That's going to be your 8 to 12-inch snow, over a foot in some of the mountains. Then you get a little bit less moisture when you start getting north of Philly, and you start getting a mix when you get farther down to the south. But there you go, right across our nation's capital. That is going to be kind of your sweet spot in terms of the snow. Here at home, you're not getting anything out of this. Maybe in southwest Connecticut, we get some flurries or very, very light snow over the course of the day tomorrow. You can see that timestamp in the upper left. If I play things through, you'll notice that it's even possible along the remainder of the south coast of Connecticut tomorrow afternoon, or on to Nantucket. A couple of flurries are a possibility tomorrow evening, but it doesn't add up to anything. It goes by. And for the rest of us, it honestly ends up being a blend of sun and clouds for you that leads into that upslope snow Monday night. And there it is Tuesday, expanding down the greens. Look at this, northwest facing slopes of the Presidentials into it. We never do that great in the mountains of Maine on an upslope snow event and a westerly and northwesterly flow, but nonetheless, you'll get at least some snow showers out of it. Northern Maine will get some snow showers that'll add up too. So when you put it all together and we go through Tuesday night or at least Tuesday evening, you say, all right, how much are we getting? It's a coating when you get across some of the Berkshires, for example, and Southern Greens. But actually, we do pretty well from Smugs running up to Jay. You've got areas in the deeper blue that are going to be 6 to 8. And actually, if you were to add in Tuesday night, this ends Tuesday 11:45. If you added in Tuesday night, we may actually push it into the 8 to 12 in some of the high terrain of the Northern Greens. You can also see on the northwest slopes of the Presidentials and in some of snowmobile country up in the far north, the great north woods of New Hampshire, northeast kingdom of Vermont, we do a little bit better as well. The farther north that you go into Maine, we're still looking at what's generally a 1 to 2 inch snow. Again, you don't usually get a lot in Maine out of these events. Rangeley, a classic example, about a coating to an inch, and that's it. So actual high temperatures for tomorrow may feel like the teens, but we'll be reaching into the 20s for many of us here. A steady breeze, but really it's Tuesday and Wednesday with the wind. You can see Tuesday gusts in the afternoon on the order of 40 to 45 miles per hour. Still breezy overnight Tuesday night. Wednesday gusts, and that was the day the feels like forecast was only in the single digits, going to be on the order of about 40 miles per hour again, but it's increasingly cold with each of those days. Let's fill in the predicted wind chill at the warmest time of the day tomorrow, and across the area, you're either single digits or your teens, and that's about the best that you're going to do. In terms of getting more on our chairlift wind hold probability and how much snow in the next 72 hours and the upslope snow with all the ski resorts and snowmobile clubs, that's right here, 1 Degree Outside Enthusiast at patreon.com/1 Degree Outside. Monday night's lows drop down to about 10. The wind will still be whipping for us here, so wind chills go below 0. Let me get out of the way on the 14-day, and you'll see what I mean. Now, Saturday, This is why I say I'm not real gung-ho about it. Look, what I do here, and Danielle does the same thing, we put the objective chance of precipitation. That means essentially we look at this and say, okay, out of over 120 different solutions, what is the chance right now that you're going to get snow on Saturday? It's about 15%. Look, there is the possibility here. It's a decent disturbance. It goes down to the south and east. So it could spread accumulating snow on us. But to take kind of our bias out of that as humans and look at this and say, okay, numerically, right now, what's the chance? It's about 15%. All right. You say, well, what's your gut on that? My gut is that we should watch it because it'll be a developing storm. It could try and grab moisture. But we're in a pattern where the moisture doesn't really want to get up in here all that much, right? You look out to the following week, and actually there might be more hope. You see more elevated chances of precipitation along the way. So something to be aware of anyway. All right, bundle up these next couple of days. We'll be with you early in the morning on Monday, and then, of course, Insights, the deep dive later on Monday. Have a great rest of your night.